Good evening, good people of the internet, and welcome to my channel. Let's see, who is online tonight? Quite a few people. Hickett, Owlheart, A Better Player, Bookmonger, BBX Baby, Road Timmy, Duncan Yo-Yo, Bill G. John. Thanks, guys. And Rain Freestyle. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. As usual, Thursday nights are whatever goes night, and I guess tonight's a build stream. Let's turn on some nice music and talk about what I'll be drinking for the evening. Here we go. Nothing special, but if at any time you want to see what Merlin is drinking, execute the !drink command. And for tonight, it's going to be the Bundaberg Ginger Beer, one of my favorite drinks. Here we go. But yeah, tonight is a special night. We'll be building a board that is manufactured here in Washington. So yeah. Hopefully you guys caught my Tuesday stream in which I was actually unboxing it and showing it off to all of you. But before I get to that, I'm going to show you guys a special little package I just picked up that I've been waiting for a very long time. Let's see. I'm sure you guys can guess what it is by the time I pull it out. Any guesses what this might be? Any guesses? Let's see. Aesthetic Live subscribed at tier 1. Thank you so much. I see that you subscribed for 2 months. Thanks for all your support. Go. Parlosack says, ooh, Blue Men. Yes, indeed. This is the Blue Men budget version. Key Cult in a Novelkeys box. Here we go. If you guys have never seen an NK65 before, they come in these fancy cases, even the budget edition. Like so. Let's see. What else? There's actually a live unboxing. I'm really curious to see how the blue looks. I picked blue just because I've never seen Bloomin' as like a option before. So hopefully it looks nice. Hopefully it looks nice. Holy Switch says, I don't want to jump to conclusions, but is that an SP75? I'm not sure. Here we go. The Bloomin' NK65. Oh boy. This is gonna be my first polycarb board, so I'm... Oh, cool. He includes a USB cable this time around, a coiled one too. Interesting. He did not do this for the first iteration. Let's see, what's all this? This one is make sure switch pins are... Read that. See if it would focus. There we go. I guess people don't know how to insert stuff into a hot swap board, so we just need to put that in. NK65 uses VIA. Download it. caniusevia.com. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Alright. I'm very curious. I think it looks good so far. So far it looks good. I'll have to pull out my aluminum version later. But oh wow, that is really blue. Look at that. Super blue. I like that. I like that a lot. In terms of what switches I'll put on, I might put on Telios like I did with my original one. Just to keep the blue/teal theme going. The Bloomin'. Anyone else on stream buy an NK65 budget edition? And if so, what color did you get? Know that if you buy the Bloomin', this is the only way you can join the Bloomin' group. The Dustin Vang says he got the smoke. Very nice. Frequency got frost. Bro Timmy got beige. Nice. Yeah, you guys, this is like $95 board. That's super affordable. Well, I will build this some other day, because I know you guys are all dying to see this new board. So yeah, expect this, I don't know, maybe sometime during the holidays or something. I still need to get switches for it. See, Mo AK says, drop control in the mail, first mechanical keyboard, congratulations and welcome to the club. Alright, for those of you who don't know what the Hive 60 is, here, let's talk about it really briefly. You guys can follow along by clicking the magic link that I'll be posting, hive60.com. Basically, it is a $275 gasket mount 60% that is made in the United States, specifically in Everett, Washington, which I'm just a few miles from actually. It's a 7-degree typing angle. It's designed to fit most 60% PCBs. What you're seeing here is actually a prototype. In terms of colors available, you can pick, here, let's find the colors one. Oh, there it is. You can pick black, gray, silver, red, green, blue. These are all anodized colors. What else? Its production unit will have Poron gaskets, I believe, but the one that I have right now is just neoprene, I think. And yeah, it's got this nice honeycomb weight on it. All that stuff right there. So if you guys watched my Tuesday stream, I actually, like, my prototype is raw aluminum, completely silver. So it was really difficult to see here on stream. Like, it just kept reflecting everything, so I personally did not think it looked good. So I decided to paint it. So hopefully my paint job is good. We'll see, we'll see. I will let you guys be the judge of my paint job. You guys ready to see this? You guys can judge my paint job. Here, this is my paint job. What do you think? So keep in mind, this is my own custom paint job. I ran to Fred Meyer, picked up a bottle of Rustoleum spray paint and just spray painted the whole thing. The color I picked was dark bronze. Let's see, Netsky says, looks pretty good versus the Proto. Well, this is the Proto. Here we go. Here is the top. Same color as the base, and like if you guys look over here, I didn't exactly do as fine a job here because I heard that the gaskets were manufactured to tight tolerances, and I was told that if I put too much paint it might not close properly, so I was very careful on that. Yeah, so just the inside's not fully painted, but everything else should be good. This is just with the $5 bottle of spray paint. If I had more time, I would have been more careful and like sanded this completely and put on like a clear layer and all that, but yeah, like did not have much time. Dustin says, will you get it anode later or Cerakoted? I don't know, I guess it depends on how much I like the board. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I like it or not. So, because this is a board that is manufactured here in Washington, I was thinking of what's the theme I should do tonight. I should try and build this with all quote-unquote Washington manufactured or Washington influenced parts. So because of that, I was digging through my 60% PCB pile, and the closest thing I could find to something that's Washington made or Washington designed was actually the Waldo 60. I see Netsky, thank you for subscribing with Twitch Prime, thank you so much. So this wasn't originally Washington designed, but the person who designed the PCB is now here in Washington. So I figured this is the closest thing I can get to it. I'm gonna stick with the regular polycarb plate that they gave me. I put my Gateron yellows in partially already just to make sure it fits, and so far it looks like it fits. And in terms of keycaps, I absolutely had to go with signature plastics. So I'm gonna be putting SA Hyperfuse on this. So yeah, everything tonight will be Washington, I guess. Too bad I didn't paint it with like Washington colors. Dustin says, are those milky tops? Yes, they are. Yes, they are indeed. So yeah. So one thing I did not paint. One thing I did not paint was the centerpiece right here. Like the accent piece. I just decided to keep that aluminum. I was thinking of getting like gold paint and like spray painting it so that it would match the brass. But I was like, I kind of like the silver. Kind of like the silver. Sean says, I thought the case was raw aluminum. Yup, it was until I painted it. But yeah, look at it. I think this turned out really good. So if you guys happen to get like the raw aluminum, which is in fact one of the options, as you guys can see, raw aluminum, and you do choose to paint it, I do recommend putting an aluminum primer on it first before painting. I did not do this on this board just because I was in a hurry to paint it so that it would be dry by this stream. So if you guys do decide to paint it, get aluminum primer and then paint it. Like right now, if you don't do that, there's a chance that the paint might flake, might scratch off very easily. But so far, so good. Hopefully it survives the rest of the stream. We'll see, we'll see. See, DJ Van says the key.co just had extra sales of Infinity Hive. Oh, really? Let's look that up really quick. Infinity Hive. Yeah, that would have fit the theme. Here we go. Infinity Hive. Yeah, that absolutely would have fit this theme. So I'm not sure if Taco Bell Fool, who is the manufacturer, and Shadow Celery are online. But just out of curiosity, I wonder if they bought into any of these. Interesting. All right. Let's get started with the build. So feel free to ask me any question about it so far. Just as a quick reminder, this is manufactured in Washington. And one of my concerns about that is whenever someone says made here in America, I've always been concerned that maybe it's made here in America, in my garage or in my backyard, right? So I'm like, kind of scary. Top clack rating with a party of 47, dude. Thank you so much, Top clack, for sending me your way, for sending people my way. I mean. Thanks guys, thank you so much. For those of you who don't know, Quakeum's one half of Top Clack is also located here in Washington. So yeah, what was I saying? I was concerned that they were manufacturing this in their backyard or in their garage. That is not the case. The company that is manufacturing this board has been in business for over 31 years, and they actually manufacture parts for larger industries and for cars in general. So if you guys want that contact information, feel free to ping me sometime after the stream or so. But they are a legit company, 31 years in business, huge production floor. So yeah. Oh, Taco Bell is here. Taco Bell Fool, guys, is the quote-unquote manufacturer. See, Dustin says, Taco Bell, I'm curious what kind of cars you guys usually CNC for. He's the muscle. Top Clack says, let's see the staff. You're gonna need points for that, man. You need channel points to see the staff. key muscle. Oh my gosh. Let's see, like the heaviest key I know of is only about 12 pounds. I think that's the, is that the S7 Elephant that's 12 pounds? I think it is. Alright, as I was saying, Top Clack says, I don't have 15k points. Well, I'm sorry. You know, because the staff is so magical, just not just anyone can see it. Kepler is 14 pounds as Top Clack. Oh, wow. Alright, so the way I'm going to do this board is, if you guys have seen me build boards with flexible plates before, you know that I hate building boards with flexible plates because it's difficult. But what I usually do is I clip it into the plate first and then I lay the PCB over it. That way I can ensure that the switch sits flush with the plate at the very least. Let's see. So here we go. We're just gonna populate this plate first as much as I can. Hopefully the switches snap in. If you guys watched my Iron 165 build this past Saturday, for some reason the palm plate that came with it, the switches did not snap in at all, so they kept slipping. So hopefully that won't be the case here. And so far so good. Rodacta says you have to be very special to see the special staff. Well, you do know anyone who sees the staff gets some 1% added to their luck stat when it comes to keyboard raffles, and anyone who touches the staff gets 5%. So the only one I know in the keyboard community who's legit touched the staff is Jay of Top Clack. Oh wait, Quakeums, did you touch it? Actually, I don't know who Top Clack is. Top Clack, are you Jay or are you Quakeums? I can't tell. I can never tell, really. Quakeums right now. Ah, okay. When did you take my staff? I didn't notice. You had it at, oh, you're right. Yeah, 2016 Seattle meetup, I think, was the first time that I ever had it. There we go. Yeah, absolutely. That's also the same time that I showed you my SKCM Brown Alps board. Oh yeah, that board. That board's somewhere in the pile. I'll like have to dig it out. A little piece says, last time I used a palm plate, Ponoco cut it too thick and the switches wouldn't lock. Oof. That is a disaster waiting to happen. Alright, so yeah, what I'm holding here, I know it's hard to see, this is the clear polycarb option. Here, let's go back to the website. This is the clear polycarb option. Alright. Looks like I've got some bent pins. Hold on. You know what? I just won't use that. I'll use a different one. See, frequency bought into the Hive 60 with polycarb. Ah, okay. So basically the build that I'm doing right now. Out of the people currently watching and who have also bought Hives, what colors did you guys go for? I am quite curious. Because mine is a custom color. There's no keyboard like it. See, frequency says black because you're boring. Black is pretty classic. Tofree is thinking of getting the blue with brass accents. Kasuru, okay, okay. BR Betos is in for red and brass. Yep. Alhart is in for black. DJ is in for the raw version. You know, if you guys are picking it up, like locally, which is actually one of the options, check it out. Let's see, shipping, right? Shipping, local pickup, Everett, Washington. That's indeed one of the options. If you're picking it up like that, there is a very good Cerakoting place also within Everett. If you guys caught my KBD 8X build, that's the quality of Cerakoting that you can expect from this shop. So if you're here in Seattle, Washington and want that info, feel free to ping me. Pulsing Penguin says black and brass. Very cool. Kyle did not get one, but is thinking of black or gray. Frequency got into the Hive extras. If only I knew there was going to be a board called a Hive and I would be having one on stream, I too would have gotten in on Hive. So I could have double Hive. Okay, I'm like, I think one of the concerns that I have every time I build with a flexible plate like this is, what if in the middle of me putting switches in, I snap it in half? Earth Sojourner says hello Merlin, hello to you too. Yeah. You guys ever watch Man of Interest? There's a stream of him holding like a palm plate or something and being like, oh look, so flexy, so flexy, so flexy, and then snap. Is the PC plate fragile compared to the acrylic? Honestly, I don't really have an acrylic plate here, but it seems about the same. Maybe. Yeah, I don't like plates that are too flexible. But Merlin, didn't you build your Sirius 60 and your Satisfaction 75 with the palm plate? Well, yeah, and that's why I know I don't like flexible plates. Yeah, very, very flexy. Like, I wish I had some plate foam left, I guess. Oh, wait, I might have plate foam. Ah, nah, it's not within reach. I'm not gonna grab it. And plus, plate foam is just gonna make the build harder, so I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, Sirius 60, I'd say, is probably the 60% that made me stop looking at 60s. Like, once I got that, I was like, okay, this is a very good 60. I'm not gonna, like, pine for like, any more. Taco Bell says, if you don't like flexible plates, I'll send you a brass one after the GB. Nice, dude. Thank you so much. I like that brass. We'll see how this one turns out, though. We'll see how this one turns out. I am quite curious. Oh yeah, so while I'm doing this, disclaimer, this is only the second prototype I've ever built on stream. The first prototype was that Sirius 60. And if you watch that particular stream, because it was a prototype, the USB-C port wasn't, I guess it wasn't measured out correctly, so I ended up having to file it and like cut it. So hopefully I don't have to do anything like that this time around. Because it's aluminum, there is no way I'm gonna be able to cut aluminum unless I guess I could pull out my Dremel. Oh, Rain says SP75 was proto. That is true. 3 protos. I guess this is the 3rd prototype I'm building. But yeah, the SP75 V1 that I have right here is a prototype, and only the prototypes have a serial number. Ooh. Alright, I think I've got enough switches in. I can do the rest later when I figure out what I want here. Flip that serial number for a house, says Rain. I wish. I wish. Oh, I have not drank anything. Alright. Did I get everything in correct? Guess we'll see. So far so good. Yeah, not bad. What switches am I using? I'm using Gateron yellows. Aha, just as I said, not bad. One of my legs kinda popped out there. Just push him up. There we go. There we go. Hey, Taco Bell says, are serial numbers on board something that people care about? I think it adds some kind of you know, collectability to it. I kind of care about it. Just because I can say, this board is mine. Board number 1234 is mine or something. Inigiki, hopefully I'm pronouncing your name correct, but thank you for subscribing at tier 1. Yeah, like, I know the Satisfaction 75 wasn't serialized, but their little card, like, it came with the card with the number that the board was. So I guess that's another way to do it serialized. Might have to do that on the inside. Yeah, since he's asking, who here in chat would prefer a serial number on their board? Rain Freestyle says, looking at the SP75 with Mizu, who really needs GMK Mizu. Yeah! Alright. Serial numbers. It is a little bit more work for the manufacturer. So, don't know if that work is worth it. All right. Earth Sojourner, subscribe with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. Whew. That hurts. Rodacta says, are you going to get a Southpaw 75? Yes, I am. I am one of Holy Switch's selected streamers to stream the 75 V2. Oh, my thumbs hurt. Milkcam says, okay, I was wondering if you were just a guy with machines. Yeah, there's some... Yeah, I guess, like, you know, you could be into machining, but not necessarily into what exactly you're machining. Merlin gets to debut the boards, indeed. What plate is that? This is the polycarb plate, the clear polycarb. It's one of the options you can do. Whew. Watch out for fine cracks. I know, I know. So far I haven't really heard anything, so... Alright, so far so good. Yeah, I think I've pushed all the switches in. Oh, there we go, there's one that's not pushed in. Here we go. Gravo says, I want my serial number in Sharpie on the weight. Nice. Handwritten. To be fair, okay, so I'm not sure if how many of you play an instrument, but I believe in the early days of like Gibson, Fender, all those big name guitar companies, serial numbers were indeed written by hand. Alright, I think I'm good. I'm just gonna solder these guys in first, and then I'll do the rest over here. Actually, you know, I'll just do them all. Serialized Fenders go for an insane amount nowadays. Okay. So guys, I have a story for you. Way back in the day, like way back before I was born, my dad worked at one of the Air Force bases in the Philippines as a musician. And on this fateful day, Les Paul was there. So my dad played a gig with Les Paul, and after the event, after the gig, Les Paul gave my dad his custom guitar. Which I think, like as a working musician, you can't just like hold on to one guitar just because it's very valuable. I think my dad ended up selling it to like get a couple more guitars for the other music that he was playing. So yeah, kind of a downer, but you know, it was what he needed at the time. He said it was weird. It was not like any kind of Gibson he had seen before. He said there were like wires thrown on in the back. There were holes dug out by hand and like all that. Yeah, we were hoping to go watch one of his shows, like when my dad came, but you know, Les Paul passed away, I think in 2009. Yeah, he wasn't completely afraid to redo guitars. Which is why like a lot of the original Les Paul protos were just whack jobs. Oh, August 2009. Okay, yeah. Alright. I'm gonna have to use keycaps to figure out my bottom row here, so I'm gonna save that for later. But for now, we will solder what we have. Oh wait, I still got these left ones to do. Oh. Yeah, definitely if you guys can, try and put the switches in the plate first, because I can already see the plate kind of bending a little too much here. There we go. Okay, I think we're good to solder. So the layout that I've chosen is pretty much your standard layout, except for your right shift is split. That is the layout that I have chosen. Nothing fancy. Go, let's turn on my fume extractor. You know what? Just before I do this, just before I solder it, I'm just gonna do one more fit check. All right. Here goes. Will the USB-C actually line up or not? On the Waldo 60. So right now, the USB-C is a little lower than the hole allows, but I think that might be, here, let's turn off, I'm gonna turn that off. I'm actually gonna put the gaskets on first, just to see how it goes. Alright, so since this is a prototype, I don't have the actual gaskets that will be used. The actual ones will be die-cut Poron, I believe. So here we go. These are Artisan gaskets, hand cut by Taco Bell Fool himself. Not quite exact, but this will do. This will do. In fact, once the group buy is done, he will send me new gaskets to try. Yeah, these are fairly thin gaskets. Let's see. Lump of Space Quid says, are the switches lubed? Yes, they are. Extremely rare hand-cut gaskets. Artisan gaskets. Not even the key cult gaskets are artisan made. Alright, one gasket in. See, I'm actually gonna look for fatter ones. I have Proto number 2. Proto number 2 will use a Waldo. Waldo 60. Not a very common board, but figured I'd do it. I did have a few hot swap boards around, but just because the hot swap won't be properly supported, I did not want to use it on this board. Wait, where's Waldo? You'll have to find him on stream later. There we go. Taco Bell Fool, do you have any specs as to how thick these gaskets are supposed to be? Did I lose? Huh, I guess I did lose a weight screw. Weird. Must have fallen out earlier. Huh, okay, yeah. Those were artisan weight screws? Oh no! What to do? Well, the weight seems... It's not moving. You threaded the weight by hand, so they're different like... Oh no. Oh no. What am I to do? Hopefully this raises the PCB enough that the USB port gets aligned, because right now it's not really aligned. So it's 1/16 of an inch on the gaskets and 1.5 millimeters on finished ones. I do not know my inches to millimeters conversion, so I'm gonna have to plug in the keyboard first because I unplugged it earlier. 1/16 inches to millimeters is what? Is 1.5 millimeters. Okay, okay. 1.5875. There we go. Any thoughts on Poron versus silicone? The only gaskets I've ever had experience with are neoprene. So I don't actually know what material these gaskets are. They look like regular rubber. Taco Bell, do you know? Is this just regular rubber that you get from like a craft store? All right, I have the gaskets on. Let's see if the plate fits any better. Okay, yep, that fits much better. Much better. Okay, that makes me happy. That's very nice. Okay, we'll put the rest of the gaskets on later. Oh guys, just to show you, this is the Artisan bag that the gaskets come in. Brand name, Ziploc. How did the spray painting go? It worked out really well. Here, see? Look at that. It almost looks like it's aluminum. This is Rustoleum dark bronze. And just to compare it with an actual anodized black, this one's one of the cases you can buy at KBD Fans or like AliExpress. See, so it's not black, it's definitely dark bronze. See that? See that color difference? So yeah, I'd say that the painting went really well. Hopefully it stands the test of time. Direct spray or primed? Direct spray just because I had limited time, but for those of you who buy the raw aluminum, I would highly suggest using an aluminum primer. I basically just walked into the closest Fred Meyer and was like, okay, where are the spray paints? Right, I apologize, I'm going to turn on my fume extractor. Let's see, Taco Bell used neoprene rubber. Ooh, very nice. Let's see, Reverb Plate says, did you sand it before painting? Yes, I did. Lightly sand. I don't think it did very much though, to be honest. Have I done any anodizing before? No, I do not know how to anodize. I do not have the factory. It's making you want a darker color. Well, you can do exactly what I did. You can get the raw aluminum and then just paint it. But as I said earlier, make sure you prime it. Priming makes a big difference. Only reason why I did not prime it is because I was short on time. Yeah, next time I meet up with Taco Bell and Shadow Celery, I'll go show them the board. Oh, serialized Ziploc bags. You have an unused 1-up hot swap. So my 1-up board had a USB Mini B. So USB Mini B will not work. Also, I highly discourage people from using a hot swap on a top mount or on a gasket mount board, unless the plate itself can support the PCB. see, I think someone earlier was asking what PCB. This is the Waldo 60. Reason why I chose this was I was trying to keep everything Washington. So the designer of this PCB now resides in Washington. So the board is made in Washington, PCB is made in Washington, and the keycaps are going to be Signature Plastics SA. I see a couple of people have followed. Tyler the Gora, Cody Toes, Ryk, Frano, Absolute, Yotes, Delta. Thanks guys for following. See, Machu Papi says, quick question, are you a fan of putting foam in between PCB and plate? I am not, just because it makes the build that much more difficult. Thoughts on the Hive so far? So far so good. Like, I think most of my thoughts will be after I've built the board to see if it's actually any better. The Mechanist Wilbotech 60D would be a good one. Yeah, I think it should be a good one. Would you say it's worth grabbing some alpacas when they drop again on Sunday? Guess that depends on you. If you like the 62G bottom out force. Basically, most JWK switches are roughly the same. They're very smooth, very good bang for your buck. Like, I've got some alpacas here, but they're gonna go for a later build. Are my yellow gats lubed? Yes, they are. Yeah, try to keep a stock of yellow gats that are lubed at all times. I think this might be my last batch though. I think I have just enough for a 60%. Is it common to spring swap alpacas to something like 67? I don't think it's common for alpacas specifically, but in general, if you want to change the weight of your switch, then yeah, by all means, change the weight. Rain says, you want some alpacas? I can attempt to get some. Ooh. Yes, please. That would be great. Well, any JWK will be great. Doesn't have to be alpaca. I dropped my solder. Let's see, anyone got the D65? Oh yeah, that came out today. Mobs just restocked on Project Keebs. Oh yeah. Hopefully you guys used my code. Right. What is the difference between Durock and JWK? They are one and the same. Solji says, Merlin, where are you going to college? I need to apply soon. Where am I going to college? College was a long time ago for me at this point. We have career fairs at colleges, though. Solji says, aren't you a senior in high school? Oh yes. A senior in high school. Someone told you that I was in high school? No, I could probably pass for like a high school student. Will I go to prom with this chat? I already have a date, you know. Well, to be fair, my wife is laughing at me. Alright. Someone asked me where I'm going for college, because someone told them that I was a senior in high school. She's just laughing. He's all dressed for prom. You know what? I actually did not have a prom. Did not have a prom. Having a wife as a senior in high school. Sir Bumba says, how's the gasket mounted? Been thinking of getting that key. I don't know yet. The board isn't done yet. I will let everyone know how I feel about the gasket mounting once I finish the board. But as it is right now, I can't really give an accurate explanation or an opinion even. Though I will have to say that because my gaskets are artisan and handmade, I expect the board to sound like $1 million. What color did I paint the case? What it said on the paint can. Actually, you know what? I should grab the paint can, and while I'm at it, I am going to grab myself another bottle of ginger beer because I'm almost done. So yeah, let me grab the paint can. BRBs. Alright, I'm back with another bottle of ginger beer. And here we go. This is the paint can I used. Rustoleum. And the exact color is metallic oil rubbed bronze. That's what I used. Solji says, do I have a lot of homework to do tonight? Only building keys. I go to Keyboard University. Sponsored by TKC. Well, I did not solder that one correctly. BBX Baby subscribed at tier 1. Thank you so much. See, Poajin says, did you pick up the yellow D65? No, I did not. I chose to skip out on the D65. Sir Bumpus! Oh my gosh, using 1500 bits? Dude! Thank you so much. Dude. So generous. Rain says, Merlin, since you're a high school student, how do you find the time to stream? Well, you know, I have good time management skills. Actually, guys, I'm homeschooled. My wife laughs because my wife is the one that's actually homeschooled. No, maybe I'll have her on stream one of these days and she can tell you all about her wonderful homeschooling days. Soldier said, what is that long thing on display in the back? A Cuban cigar? No, it is the magic staff. The magic staff of keyboard raffles. Yes, I have it on a katana stand. I don't even know where that katana is anymore. Sir Bumba's gifting tier 1 sub to the community. Thank you so much. Let's see, it went to Milkham. Congratulations, Milkham, and thank you again to Sir Bumbus. If you get the opportunity, make sure you send thanks his way to Milkham. Well, thank you, Sir Bumbus. To what do I owe this generosity on a Thursday evening? Let's see. Esley says, do I have a bald spot? Well, maybe if I can hit partner status, I'll do a bald spot reveal. Will the truth come out? We shall see. See, Sir Bumba says, you're my favorite streamer. Thank you, dude. Means a lot. Means a lot, too, that you are local to Seattle. Bald spot reveal. Okay, you guys were just talking about that I'm in high school. How can I have a bald spot if I'm in high school? Reveal what's inside the magic hat. A key cult, of course. Throughout this entire stream, I've been balancing a key cult on my head, mainly to improve my ab strength. Is there a bunny in the hat? Whatever you can think of will always be in the hat. Okay, so looks like the rest of these switches I will need to grab a keycap so I can lay them out accurately and not screw things up. There we go. Let me grab my SA cap. SA caps, where are you? Alright, Hyperfuse. Hyperfuse. SA Hyperfuse. Here we go. See, I need a 3 1.25 U's. So I can measure this out correctly and not screw things up. Dude, I remember like one of the first keyboards that I built, I just assumed where the switches would go on the bottom row. And I ended up making like a Sangan layout, which I did not like at the time. So never again. So ever since then, I always have to grab keycaps before I do anything. Aha, there we go. All the caps I need. Sorry, Bumba says, how does your wife feel about your hobby? She's very supportive. She sees that it makes me happy, so she lets me do whatever. Isn't that right? She says, sure. Does she ever wince at how much something costs? I guess, maybe. As long as she gets her GMK bento set. Yeah, she's getting GMK bento. Don't know when that's shipping though. Sometime next year. At least it's not getting a key cult commission. Yeah, I know. I am getting a key cult though. I should probably check on how that's going. Want GMK Boba Fett. Okay, why is that not going in? Maybe it's the leg. Let's change the leg. Change out the legs. No, that's even worse. Let's try this one. GMK Boba Fett with boba switches. How about that? What is that? Why won't the switch go in? Can I do a build with Razor Greens? I did a build with Razor Tactiles and that actually worked out pretty well. Okay, there's something with the plate actually. It's the plate that was blocking it. And I couldn't quite see it until I put the switches on. Here, let's try that again. Okay, now I have to push out that switch. There we go. This is why you should always check switches with keycaps before you solder, lest you screw up. There we go. That's good right there. Next we'll figure out the space bar. What in the world? Okay, yeah, I think because this is a prototype, the plate isn't completely cut properly. The spacebar switch isn't snapping on as well. There we go. I think that's good. Next up, need to figure out the 4 keys that go here. That means I'll need another 1.25U. Okay, there we go. I will solder these switches in first. Mr. Petrov, thanks for joining in. Haven't seen you in a while. See, Lump of Space Squid says, would you also be able to do a sound test on Cherry Profile? Maybe. We'll see what Cherry Profile caps I've got. I feel like most of my boards have Cherry Profile, so it's hard to have any spares. IRL is kicking your butt. Oof. Sorry to hear that. How am I doing? I guess I've been working from home since the start of this pandemic, I guess. But other than that, I'm doing good. RSS, do buttercreams mean Gateron plus Novelkey cream switches mixed together? Yeah, that's what I did for my buttercreams. In fact, I believe I'm the one who coined the term buttercreams. Basically, it's a yellow stem in a cream housing. Do I prefer working at the office? In many ways, yes, but also in many ways, no. Like, working in the office by myself is probably not fun, but working with other people is. All right. So let's figure out these last 4 switches, and we can be done. Okay, well, that's obviously just going there. Well, I can't say obviously. Sorry. Should not have taken off the spacebar. So I will still need that. BRBito says, what's your preferred solution for arrow keys on a 60%? My preferred solution is to use my FN key right here as a hold for MO1, which is your function key, tap to toggle to layer 3, which is where my arrow keys are at. What I do is, actually it's not layer 3, it's layer 2. Layer 2 will have the arrow keys defined to be these bottom right modifiers. Everything else will be KC trans. So basically, tap it once, they're arrow keys, tap it another time, it's back to control, Windows, right shift, whatever. And if you hold it, it's just a regular function row, or it's like a regular function key. see. Someone's asking, have I ever experienced any stabilizer rattle with stock GK61s? No, because I've never had a GK61. Oh, so that function key and tap thing that I said, that is not a QMK key code. That is a key code that I created myself. Alright, there we go. I got the keys where I expect them to be. You solder these. And we are done with soldering. Rain says, is that QMK arrow keys thing on SP75 at the moment? I'd like to see how that works. Sure, I'll show it once I check my solder joints, make sure everything looks good. Alright, everything looks good. Everything looks good. Let's see, Mo AK says, how hard is QMK for non-programmers? At this point, a lot of the more modern keyboards, a lot of the more popular keyboards are VIA enabled. So, technically speaking, you won't have to worry about it too much. Alright. Let's actually check that all the keys work. VIA isn't supported on Dropboard because they don't have the hardware for it. There are some software workarounds, but they have not replied to any of the potential workarounds. Yay. Speak to Brett says, is this a personal or client build? It's both. This is a prototype of a board that's currently in group buy. Here we go. Here, why don't we go with the, let's see, is there a way I can show this much larger? Sure, why not? Let's make this larger. Actually, no. If I make it too big, then I can't see it. But here we go. Rain Freestyle. Here we go. This is how I do my arrow keys. As you can see, this is a standard layout, Southpaw 75. The 60% is standard layout with the 2.75U right shift. The way I do it is this. I put a function key right there where the Alt key normally goes as MO1. This allows me to access layer 1. So when you look at layer 1, I've got all my function keys right here, F1 through F12, and then I have a toggle key on my spacebar. So when I hold FN and spacebar, it toggles it to layer 2. Layer 2 literally has transparent on every single key except for the bottom right, which is up, down, left, right. That's how I do it. Rain says, is somebody running around next to you? It could be my upstairs neighbor. There we go. And the reason why you can hear that is probably because my music playlist is done. So here we go. Let's play that again. Actually, no, let's play a different playlist. Let's do this one. There we go. We'll do this. Okay. Let's just... Whew! This is not the layout I want. I want a standard layout. Like so. Enter keys, ANSI. Split right shift, yep. And standard. That's the way I want it. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Looks good for now. Let me just make things easy for me when I'm checking all this. I'm gonna do this an A key. I'm gonna do that a C key. There we go. That should do it. Key tester. Yeah, you may notice that the Waldo 60 is an RGB underglow board. Unfortunately, the Hive 60 does not support RGB underglow, so I'll just have to turn it off at this point. Oh no! My N and the M key seem to have problems. Alright, I'm gonna have to take a look at those keys really quick. Perfect. Okay, everything worked except the N and the M. So let me take a look at that. Of course it doesn't work because I didn't solder it. How did I miss that? Holy crap. Even on that second pass, I completely missed it. Here we go. Alright. Let's verify that. Perfect. It works. Yay. Hooray. Alright, just gonna clean up the board really quick. I like to use isopropyl alcohol 99% when I do this to clean up all that flux residue. So we're probably just gonna brush this really quick. This board has gone through several revisions at this point. That's why there's so much flux residue on it. I don't clean it every time, but I really should. I'm just going to do this enough to break apart the larger flux deposits and all that. Let's see, RR1987 says, are you meant to clean it? So here's the thing. When you solder at a too high temperature, or if your board has undergone several desolders and soldering, you tend to get all the flux deposits, which are brown or yellow around each joint. The reason why is because, the reason why you want to clean this is because flux can eventually oxidize and corrode your joints. And by eventually, I mean, it's going to be a long period of time. So you want to just be careful and clean it off as much as you can. I see Sir Bumbus has gifted 5 subs. Congratulations, Jonah D, Feeble Minded, Prolio, Ohaiken, and the UPS man. Thank you so much. So yeah, it's a good idea to like clean your board. Highly recommend. It also looks nicer, you know, it looks factory soldered once you do this. It won't damage anything? No, it won't. I guess if you use like a steel wire brush, then yeah, you will damage it, but I'm just using your typical toothbrush here. And I'm brushing it like normal, I'm just doing like a circular motion here and there. Alright, so at this point, just because there were larger pieces, what happens is you take that flux and you spread it across the entire board, which is also not good. So I like to finish this off by using Q-tips and clean it off just a little bit. So I'm going to grab some Q-tips from the restroom really quick. Yeah, let's see if I pick up any of that residual flux. Yep, you can see it turning yellowish brown. That is the flux that you're picking up. Yep. And you know that the flux is there because when you touch your PCB, it's sticky. Like there is this common misconception that alcohol is what makes your PCB sticky. It's not. It's the flux that you spread around. That's what makes it sticky. Well, Sir Bumbus, thank you so much. You have been exceedingly generous and supportive. You're gonna use an electronic toothbrush? Yeah, that would probably go much faster. Go much faster, but PCB size ultrasonic. Not sure if an ultrasonic would be the right tool. Probably damage your PCB, to be honest. Oh, that one was really bad. Alright, I honestly think that should be good enough. As I said, flux can corrode your PCB, but it's over a long period of time. So, who knows, I might rebuild this board again, and by that time, I'll do a better job cleaning. We'll see, we'll see. Taco Bell Fool gifted 5 subs? Dude! For those of you who don't know, Taco Bell Fool is actually the manufacturer for the Hive 60. Let's see, congratulations to Bitter Seeds, Dr. Killswitch, Raz1023, Jeff Battlestation, and Slato. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright. I think we're good, guys. I think we're ready to put this board together. But first, we gotta put the rest of the gaskets on. Might I remind you all that these are artisan grade gaskets. Artisan grade gaskets, hand cut by Mr. Taco Bell Fool himself. Might I remind you all that not even the key cult is artisan and handmade. Ah. That didn't work out. I pulled off the sticky on it as well. There we go, that's better. Let's see, Chef says not pulling trigger until you see words per minute. I don't think necessarily the mounting type is gonna change words per minute, but I'm usually averaging a little over 100 these days. What switches did I use? I used Gateron yellows, some of my favorite stock and readily available switches. You know what, I feel like that isn't cut right. Let me cut a little bit here. Okay. How is the weight difference between ink blacks and yellows? Ink blacks are 70G bottom out. Yellows, regular Gateron yellows, are 65G bottom out. But they have a progressive spring, unlike the inks. Yeah, I am looking forward to the actual gaskets, because some of these aren't completely form-fitting. There we go. That should do it. There we go. Alright, that's the last gasket going in. Alright. All the gaskets in. You can actually put this board together. Alright. Bacon Tuna says, that's a progressive spring, cushion bottom out. What's the difference in feeling? To me, it feels lighter on top and heavier on the bottom. So if you took a Gateron yellow spring, or if you took a Gateron yellow that's 65G bottom out and put it right next to another 65G switch, like I think the mauves, the JWK mauves are 65G, the Gateron yellow is gonna feel lighter, especially if you're a light typer. But it will still feel heavier than the equivalent reds. Alright, here is the, what do you call this? This is the accent piece. Mine's made of aluminum, but you have the choice between aluminum and brass, and as you can see, the aluminum is already fairly bent. Nothing you can really do about that. So let's see. Make sure the PCB is aligned. Looks like it's aligned. Put that piece on. Like so. What kind of a plate is that? This is a polycarb plate. Okay. Let's go screw it in together. Let's screw these in. So I think one thing I said on Tuesday was I really wish that these screws were magnetic. Because right now these are not magnetic. Ah. Okay. Alright, let's see how we're gonna do this. Especially since they're not magnetic, it's gonna be harder to do. Artisan screws. Once you hear the sound, you'll figure out if you like it or not. My guess is it's gonna sound like your typical gasket mount. Holy Artisan for the hype. Oh my gosh. Ah. Thanks for building it on stream before the group buy ends. Of course. No, there's nothing... Like, it sucks that a lot of group buys, you join it hoping for the best and not seeing any, like, prototypes or anything about it. So hopefully I can provide some information to all you guys who are still deciding. Alright, all the screws are in. Check it out, my paint job is holding up as well. Check that out. See that? Alright. Looks like it gave me one extra screw. I'm not seeing where that's going in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everything looks good. Let's put keycaps on! For those of you guys just joining in, everything about this board is quote-unquote Washington made, except for the switches, of course. I don't think we've got Washington made switches. Alright, let's... Moment of truth. Will the USB plug fit? And yes, it does, because I can see the underglow showing up. Okay, perfect. Excellent, excellent. No, it is not the weight screw. All right, let's go put some caps on. Put some caps on. I am so excited about this. Oh, I can definitely feel that flex when I type. Hyperfuse, yep, Hyperfuse is one of my favorite sets. Unfortunately, when it was my favorite set, I was still really into SA, hence why I've got this. Come on, go in. There we go. I'm sure you guys can already see, can hear part of that. The sound is really nice already. I know, right? I am getting quite excited as I build this board. This might be my... Actually, this is my first gasket mount 60. Yeah. As I install the keycaps, I can feel that plate bend so much. Holy cow. GMK sound test on YouTube. Yeah, we'll see if I can find a GMK set that's spare. Like, I don't like to remove caps from keyboards that I'm currently using or currently in my rotation. If I'm not mistaken, I think the first prototype has GMK caps, so you guys can go listen to that. Alan Wood says, why is 40% regarded as less is more, but 27% regarded as masochist? Well, I guess it depends on your layering strategy. It's easier to do layers on a 40% than on a 27%. Oh, Shadow Celery's working on a new one? That's probably gonna sound better. Oh, there we go. Sir Bumbus, another 5 subs. Dude, you are way too generous tonight, but thank you so much. Congratulations to GRMZR, XKH41, the containment unit, MaryX14, and hey, I'm Panda. Congratulations, guys. Make sure you say thank you to Sir Bumbus. Nightly Sir Bumbus. Escape, there we go. There's my escape key. Yeah, that does feel really good, just typing out like that. Sir Obama says Merlin switches stock. They are lubed with 205G0. It's almost 1, says Sir Bumbus. Wait, Sir Bumbus, why is it almost 1 for you? If you're in Seattle, it's supposed to be 9:30 here. For the East. Oh, for the East Coast. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I have later streams than a lot of other people. Okay, so first problem. Maybe it's with the adjustment of the plate, but it seems like on the edge here with the backspace, the SA cap seems to be catching onto the edge. So yeah, so that's either because it's SA or the plate is a little bit shifted. If you guys ever get a chance to build a key cult has like posts there to make sure that your plate fits exactly in the correct position. So yeah, it doesn't catch all the time, only if I press it up there, but if I press it here, actually, I can hear it hit the case. Yeah, that is hitting the case right there. Okay. So I suspect I'll probably have issues. Actually, escape key's fine right there. Don't know. Oh, that's also the wrong profile escape key. Let's do... let's see. Let's do hyper. No, that's the wrong profile too. I guess I'll find something in my other box. Fuse, actually. Do that later. Oh yeah, I can feel that too on the left side. It's probably just because it's SA and maybe the plate's not positioned correctly. We'll see though. I think that's the reason why. Yeah, I can hear it grating on the side of the case. It's like I'm playing with Legos here. There we go, escape. And I'm going to take out the caps lock, replace it with the control. No, don't tell me. Am I missing some keys here? I just had my tab key earlier. It fall on the floor. There's an Alt key. There we go, there's the 3. House Earth Sojourner says, how's the USB port with that flexing? It seems fine, to be honest. Okay. Looks like I'm... There we go. There's the FN key. Perfect. Where are the rest of my 1.25 U's? Uh-oh. There's one. There's another one. Go. Okay. Still missing a few keys there. Earth Sojourner says, I love SA2. I don't actually like SA. This is probably one of the first SA sets that I ever purchased. Dude, I swore I saw a tab key here earlier. It must have dropped or something on the floor. Yeah, look at that. I think it's looking really good. You know what? Temporary solution. And I just realized my Alt key here is upside down. Let's do this. actually. Let's just keep it the same profile since I can't find my tab key at the moment. Let's just use the other pipe key right there, so the color is the same. There we go. There we go. Okay. We good. We good. What do you guys think? Hyperfuse on a custom painted Hive 60. Silver accent right there. Wow, lots of subscribes. Bren Dog, thanks for subscribing. It's a great choice for the color paint. Yeah, once again, this is Rustoleum. Rustoleum metallic paint, metallic oil rub bronze. That. Fingerprint magnet right there. Yeah. So yeah, as I was saying earlier, I think my plate might be a little bit shifted this way, because I can definitely feel the backspace hit the side of the case right here, and also here on the control you can feel that as well. So it's either because it's the plate shifted, or the fact that it's an SA keycap set, or a combination of both. Ravia says, did you paint it? Yes, I painted it, because what I got was raw aluminum, and it was too shiny on stream. Like, in fact, I can still smell it. The paint just dried this morning, but I can still smell the paint. Ah, smells like Rustoleum. Alright, alright. I guess you guys are hoping to hear what it sounds like, right? Here, let me just pour myself another glass of ginger beer before we continue. Yeah. Here, let me change my volume levels here. Here, these are your regular Gateron yellows. Here, let's go find something here. Music has been paused. Music has been paused. Here we go. Let's do a test. Let's adjust the mic a bit. Here goes, here goes, here goes. I can feel the spacebar grating against the case. Okay, yeah, I need to adjust the plate a little bit, I guess. Let's try that again. Oh, my music got turned on while I was typing. Of course it is. Of course it is. I was cycling music. I was probably had the mouse focused on something else. Let's go try it again. Let's go try it again. Yeah, that's really annoying. I think I'm gonna need to adjust the plate a little bit more. Yeah, it's grating on it. Here, let's see if I can fix that a little bit. Taco Bell says, we are getting ready to announce that we hit MOQ on Reddit and Geekhack soon, so don't spoil. Shh, don't spoil. Let's see if there's anything I can do about that. Taco Bell says, this is the internet, so I know you can keep a secret. Of course, right? Okay. So is that enough to loosen it a bit? Bacon and Tuna used 100 bits. Thank you so much. Yeah. Man. Let's loosen it a bit more. Oh, that's better. It's better on the backspace. The control key still. Man, okay. I'm sure if I change to a different profile, it'll actually start to feel better too. At least the backspace seems to be resolved. But the spacebar, that's the one that I really want resolved. Oh well. Well, I will probably post this up online on the sound test sometime soon. Hopefully before the group buy is over. Yeah, we'll see, we'll see. I have quite a few videos to like put out, so we'll see if I've got time for this. Alright, let's see. In terms of my personal opinions about this board, I like how it looks from the top. Let me actually adjust my mic here. I like how it looks from the top, mainly because I'm a big bezel guy. So I like this aesthetic. The back is very, like, I don't know, I guess it looks good to me. I like how they've got these angles built into it as well. However, this build experience that I did right here, with these little small screws here as well, The last time I used a hex bit that was, what size is this? I think this is what? This is a 1.2? If I'm reading that correctly, 1.2 was on an El Cheapo Chinese board, and just screwing it together like this just kind of reminded me of that, to be honest. So yeah, other than that, in terms of the gasket mounting, it feels good. Like I don't have another 60% gasket mount to like compare to. But compared to like a Volcano 660 or what other gaskets do I have? I forget, but compared to like a Volcano 660, feels about the same. Feels about the same. So when I'm typing on this, I can definitely feel that polycarb plate flex. Earth Sojourner says iron. Oh yeah, completely forgot about my iron. I'd say in relation to my iron, would this feel better? Hard to say, just because it's SA keycaps. I'm not a big fan of SA. Tofri says, to be honest, this stream really convinced me. Really glad McMurlin was able to see the factory. I did not see the factory. I saw all I saw was Taco Bell Fool here. We like met up at the Fred Meyer. The same Fred Meyer that I bought this at. But yeah, it's good. I think the biggest selling point for this is the price. For $275, a gasket mount 60% that seems to take all standard 60s that use USB-C on the top left here. I think it's a good sell, though. I know I'm not too happy with the polycarb plate, to be honest. I think it was too flexy for me. If I were a customer here, I'd probably go for either the brass or the aluminum plate. Make another sound test with GMK. Yeah, that'll be in the future. Oh, there we go. So if I press it right there, it doesn't scrape against the case. It's only when I do this. That's where it scrapes. Well, we did talk about the production. We were standing in front of Fred Meyer talking about the production. It looks good. If you guys want to do this exact same color, get the raw aluminum and paint it with primer first, and then paint it with my dark bronze. Earth Sojourner says, will brass plate drastically change the sound signature? Not so much, but brass does give it more of a melodic tone, more of a brighter tone. Can I show you all the angles? Yeah, sure. Here. Let's bring it up to my camera right there. That's a good place to put it. Top angle. Side angle right there. Another one. Actually, you know what's a better way? Let's just do it to the main webcam. Right there, see? Back. What's up with the gap to the right of spacebar? That's probably just like the PCB. There we go. Man, like I feel like my hands smell like the paint now. Yep, hands smell like the paint. Smells like paint. Like, Ah. Due date 2024 has used 1 bit. Thank you very much. I think if I could find GMK Hyperfuse, I would put that on this board. I was thinking that it would look good with Hyperfuse. I just didn't expect it to look this good. This looks really good. Singapore says, wow, SA Hyperfuse. I figured you'd show up sometime. There we go. SA Hyperfuse on a custom painted Hive 60. Due date used another 1 bit. Thank you. DJ Ben is gonna go for the chrome mirror look with the raw version. It is a fingerprint magnet, so just be aware. You lost your tab key. I literally had the tab key at the beginning of the stream, then it probably dropped or something, so it's somewhere here. Dual pipe for the ultimate terminal navigation. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, I would be very curious to try the brass plate whenever that occurs. Put some mother's polish on it. Huh, okay. I kind of like the textured paint that I've got going on here, see? See, look at that. Look at that. It's not a perfect paint job, but because of that, I feel like it made it look like it's anodized. Like, if I did not tell you that this is painted, what would you guys think this is? It does look anodized. I think it's because of the type of paint that I used. Sir Bumbus says, alright, stream was dope. I'll see everyone later. Hope you liked your subs. Thank you, Sir Bumbus. And I hope I was able to give you enough information so you can decide to purchase this or not. Bond Boy says, I got the gray, but I feel like I'll probably Cerakote it. What SA caps are these? These are SA Hyperfuse. Purchased them on Originative back in the day. Sir Bumbus has decided he will purchase. Yes! I feel like as a Washingtonian, you kinda have to buy this board, you know. Show your support for your local Washington shops and all that. Alright folks, I will do typing tests on this. I'm gonna try and fix the plate one more time, just because I'm definitely not happy that it's still catching on the control key and on the space bar, but I was able to fix the backspace. So we'll see how this goes. I will post sound tests sometime this week. Hopefully, we'll see. And guys, if you guys have any further questions, make sure you contact Taco Bell Fool or Shadow Celery. Shadow Celery is the group buy runner, and Taco Bell Fool is the manufacturer. If you want to find out more information about this group buy, hit up the following link. Oh, the board's not plugged in. Of course it's not gonna. There we go. Hit up that following link. And yeah, make your purchase there. Alright guys, thanks for joining in. And I will see you this coming Saturday when I build a Key Cult number 165. Alright guys, have a good rest of your week. I'll catch you later. Good night guys.